What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? I hope everyone is doing fantastic. As you can see, I'm doing wonderful today. Welcome back to another video. Welcome to the world of soccer. Ladies and gentlemen, the boring game has started. So far, we were averaging at least 3 goals per game, and today we had our first draw and of course a 1-0 win, a boring 1-0 win, but we're gonna go through that because Netherlands played early in the morning, and of course Denmark played and England played. The most important game for us here is England, but we're gonna just give some result on Netherlands because Netherlands is in the group of France. They will be playing Kylian Mbappe, which France gonna enter in the list tomorrow, and of course so that's why we're gonna just give some snapshot in their game. And of course Denmark, Slovenia interest us because England is they're in the same group, so we have to talk about that. Of course so early in the morning, 9 a.m. Haaland, I like to call them Haaland, it's not Haaland, let's say Netherlands was taking on Poland, and of course the police was playing without Robert Lewandowski. So the leader wasn't there. He's injured. He's forfeit the first game, but he'll be there in the next game. So the first game in the 16th minute, they opened the score. Of course, the Netherlands by Cody Gakpo came back in the 29th minute. And of course, who else? What Grost? You remember that guy at Man United? The guy who benched Ronaldo? Well, the guy Eric Ten Hag played instead of Ronaldo. So yeah, he's the one who gave Haaland the winning goal in the 83rd minute. It was a good game. The Netherlands really dominated that game. So it's well deserved a win. So we can't wait to see, because the next game is against France. So we will see what's gonna happen. And of course that brings us to the other game, Denmark against Slovenia, the first tie in the Euro. I mean, the Danish has no one to blame but themselves, because the first half they had the control of the game, pretty much all the game they had control of the game, but they didn't make use of it. This team is a mini Premier League team, bro. They have all their players are playing in the Premier League. Most of them are playing the Premier League, and of course Christian Eriksen, the veteran, he's the one who scored the goal. Beautiful goal, of course. But Highland missed some sitter there. You don't know if it's an all black save or if it's because the striker. But that miss was game changing, because that would put the game 2-0. But hey, they keep missing the chances. And of course Slovenia, their superstar is the one all black from Atletico Madrid. But hey, they have Benjamin Sesko in their team. I mean, so far Benjamin Sesko, he had a really good game. He defended himself really well, especially the second half. Into the equalizer, Zanza, what a strike. I mean, it's a deflection, but what a strike. Left back need to shoot like this all the time, which I'm sad. England doesn't have that. Gareth Southgate decided to leave Ben Chilwell out, and they don't have a left back, because we're gonna go through the England game. We will see what happened. It was ridiculous what Trippier was doing there today. But hey, that was the two game in the early in the morning. So Netherlands won 2-1, Denmark 1-1. Of course, we're gonna address the elephant in the room. England was entering the list today, one of the favorite of the competition. I mean, hey, the most important thing is a 3-point, and of course they did it. But in what manner? Because I mean, hey, people would just say SRB is a small team, but if you see the player they have, bro, they're not small at all. This country may be small in size, but the player they have, technical, physical, they eated us in all the battle. I don't understand, because in this England team there is a lack of balance. Jude Bellingham had to drop down to get the ball. That's crazy. Jude Bellingham should be playing the offensive midfield role, and Declan Rice and Alexander-Arnold should have been able to move those balls forward. But Alexander-Arnold had a really poor game today. I know, I don't care what people say. He's not a midfielder. He can defend. And so he's only used for when there is the ball is in our hand, I guess, because he have a good, he can strike the ball, he can cross ball, he can take the free kick well and stuff. But bro, apart from that, what else he bring in the game? He's not a proper midfielder. We saw that in the first half until he came out. It was poor. So hey, when I say this team is not small in size, let's just go through and then you will say the team. Okay. Rajovic, there, there's a lot of Vic in this team. Rajovic, I think he's a Bologna goalie. Or if he's not Bologna, he's a Torino, one of them, but he's really good. Of course, Vilikovic, Milankovic. We know Milankovic. He decided to go to Saudi, but he's really good. He was an AS Roma before moving. Pavlovic, we all know Pavlovic, really good midfield, right back. But they were playing with three defenders. I think Milankovic was playing there, but he was more of midfielder than like a back because they played 3-4-2-1. And of course, you have Geji, Lokic, and Kostic from Juve, and Zikovic, Vlahovic for Juve. Vlahovic had some decent shot. Like, yo, this team is like, it won't be easy. Milankovic, Savic. Yeah, that's the Milankovic, Savic. Oh, we have a two Milankovic. Okay, Milankovic, Savic is the one who was at AS Roma. So, yeah. And of course, and Mitrovic, he's in Saudi too. So, but yeah, it's a decent team. And then there's someone Tadic. Like, yo, this team is really good. Their sub were good too. Like, they brought in Luka Jovic. We all know him. Dusan Tadic, Ivan Ilic, Filip Marunovic. I don't know that one. Abramovic. I don't know those guys. But when you have someone, Luka Jovic, Dusan Tadic, Ivan Ilic, they're a really good player. But hey, in the England side, they play with 4-2-3-1. I mean, the defense wasn't tested today because you can say like Serbia had a lot of shot and stuff. Not even a lot of shot. If you look at the shot, like I think England had only 5 shots in total. Serbia had 6. That's poor. That's low shooting score. Like, this game was boring. I'm not even lying to you guys. It was boring to watch. England, he just won the 3 points, the most important, but they didn't play. We saw Spain play. We saw Netherlands. We saw Germany. And we saw even Croatia. We saw Italy. So those teams play football. It's not like us. I think our team, England, is in big trouble because if they play in a decent team, the way I see the defense play today is worrisome. I mean, Mark Gahey had a really decent game, all right, but he didn't have to deal with a lot. Johnston, I think when he get out of a city, it's like he forget how to play the ball on the ground. Like, he was kicking the ball like he's not City player, Man City player. Kay Walker had decent. The first half was all right, you know. Kieran Trippier, I mean, hey, I like the loyalty and stuff, but he wasn't playing anything forward. It's like he was like Sanderback. He cannot go up and down. And at the last you saw, he was tired, almost got cramp. But yeah, this is the team they have. This is the team England will have to play with, you know. And of course, Trent Alexander-Arnold with Declan Rice, the double pivot. Trent. You're now midfielder. It's not easy. And of course, Bukayo Saka, Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, and Harry Kane. I mean, Bukayo Saka had a really great first half. All the chances came from the hands. He did the cross for Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham! Real Madrid player like you're gonna animate this tournament. The Euro and the Copa. Sorry. The Euro and the Copa will be animated by this player. Jude Bellingham, beautiful header, really good, confident. And the first half was like a really good. I think England had a decent first half. The second half was kind of. I mean, they tried to control it just like England do it all the time. When they first the first goal, when they score the first goal, they always stop playing. And of course, Phil Foden was like a clown of himself because this is not the Phil Foden we see in the Premier League, right? Give him the number 10 role. If I was Southgate, you bring Jude Bellingham with Declan Rice and in the double pivot, and you put Phil Foden the number 10 or Saka right there, and then you bring another left winger. You choose whoever you want on the bench. Because like today, Phil Foden was like stuck in behind. Didn't know what he was doing. I mean, he touched a lot of ball, but decent game. And Harry Kane, the holding play of Harry Kane is unmatchable. I think he's the best on that. He helped a lot the team, and of course the sub when they come Conor Gallagher, Jared Bowen, and Kobe Mainoo. I mean, the sub weren't good. They weren't good at all. When Bukayo Saka came out, I said, okay, Jared Bowen, that's all right. But Jude Bellingham, when you took Jude Bellingham out, you have Cole Palmer there. They are similar profile. They are offensive midfielder. Why you bring in a defensive midfielder for offensive midfielder against Serbia? What are you gonna do if you're playing like Germany or like France? You going to do the same sub? I mean, hey, when those sub were made, there was nobody to take the ball forward because we like Gallagher, but Gallagher is a different. He's a box to box midfielder. He's not a playmaker. So when you take your main playmaker and the player who take 1v1, you should bring in another offensive player. Cole Palmer would have been great, but it's crazy. Or like he should reposition Jude Bellingham to that position, but they were playing like Declan Rice, Meno. I think Gallagher played the number 10 role when Jude Bellingham went out. I mean, hey, overall, it's a kind of decent game. The position was like not at all what I expected it because I thought England would destroy this team. But no, it was a really balanced game. 54 to 46 position. They all had over 500 passes in the game. And the accuracy pass is 89 to 84. But anyway, like what I want to say, this game wasn't easy. It's not an easy point. And the next game is not easy one. You play against Denmark. Even though Denmark couldn't beat Benjamin Sesko's team, Slovakia, but they still a really good team. Denmark, for me, Denmark is better than Serbia. If you play this type of football against Denmark, they're going to eat you alive. So anyway, this was a really good day of football. I mean, we had our first tie of the Euro, and we have our first 1-0 because so far we were having only 3-1, 3-0, 2-1. You know, Netherlands had 2-1, so they scored. They respected the tally. You know, they had 3 goals in the game. So after it's good. It's good. You know, it's just the first game. You're starting to get into it, but I'm worried for England because Jude Bellingham need to stay higher. He didn't need to come back, get the ball. That is Alexander Arnold and Declan Rice job to do. I mean, hey, kiddo to Jordan Pickford. He had a really great save. Vlahovic tested him today. He was tested at least 3 times, and he was there to save them. I know a lot of people like to criticize player for no reason, but Pickford was really good today. He stood his ground, and this point, you can attribute it to Pickford as much as you can attribute it to Jude Bellingham. And Bukayo Saka had a wonderful first half. The second half was much different. The second half was different. Even Jude Bellingham was struggling to come up with the ball. I don't know if that is because Serbia played a really high line because they were pressing high. Sometimes England was getting the ball, they're kicking out. The Serbia just coming back. It was like sickening to see. Like I said, yo, you are the England. You're supposed to be the favorite for the bookie to win this trophy, to win the tournament. And when I see the way you play so far, I would say we all agree that the worst team so far in this league is Scotland, right? Because all other teams produce something. Scotland didn't produce nothing. But the best team so far, you have Spain, you have Germany. I mean, Italy had a really decent game. Like they dominated the game from head to toe. And of course, Netherlands played really well. I mean, Denmark like this. But England is just like, yeah, you don't know where to put them because I think the team wasn't balanced today. And there is a lot of work to do. And of course, we can't wait to see the game against Denmark. That would be fun. That would be a great game. And of course, Netherlands and France too. That would be crazy. I can't wait. Tomorrow, Kylian Mbappe and the boys are entering in the list against Autricia. That would be so fun to see Kylian Mbappe because so far Real Madrid players are really producing because now you can count Mbappe as a Real Madrid player. So the Ballon d'Or is all at their home, you know, and we'll see what kind of performance Kylian Mbappe gonna show us tomorrow. We know like he's not been 100%, but he will be there. He's our captain. He was in a press conference. We're going to address all that tomorrow. Hey guys, this is what happened today. And so thank you very much for watching. If you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friend, relative, and anyone, you know, really that love football. Because, you know, soccer is a way of life. It's kind of religion. So share it with as much people as possible, as many as you can. And of course, if you already have my man, you know, the sky's the limit. So, peace.